Vita Living is in Houston, a nonprofit with a mission to provide lifelong services and support for children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
And through that, they hope to promote personal growth and help these individuals have a safe and meaningful life in their community. And this month, you can help them out. Joining us now is Joe Cooper, CEO of Vita Living, and Richard Graber, Chief Development Officer at Vita Living. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for
having us.
Thanks for having us.
So congratulations, I think, is in store. 40 years.
Town. We also operate a day program where our clients come to us every day, Monday through Friday. We get to see them every day now, which is great. And then we also have case management services for children and adults with any kind of disability across 7 counties.
Yeah. Richard, talk about really the beauty of this work, no?
It is. When Joe and I initially talked about this particular position that I'm in, I told him, you're doing God's work. So I was sold instantly, and I said, yes, I'd love to join your team. Yeah. So it's been a year now, and it's been an absolute pleasure.
What do you love most about it, do you think?
I think seeing our clients each day. It's a constant reminder of the work that needs to be done, the help that they need, and that we're able to do that.
Talk about the difference, Joe, from what it was like, you think, back in the 1980s to what it's like now for a lot of these individuals who maybe can now be more independent.
Oh yes, it's a world of difference. For example, in 1985, there was not an option to live outside of an institution. And also the life expectancy of our folks was up to the age of 29. They weren't receiving the medical care or the services that you and I get that we take for granted. You know, no statin drugs. There was a handful of psychoanalytic drugs that they could take. Now there's a full spectrum. I mean, our eldest resident is 79 years old.
Oh my
She just had
goodness.
her birthday party. She wanted pizza and Cokes. And she had them, and we had a great time with a cake, and she was just very happy.
Yeah.
And it's very satisfying to see that if it wasn't for organizations like Vita Living, these folks would have no place to live. 65% of our folks that live with us have no known family. We're it. And we take that very seriously. It's good work, and the people that work with us are just dedicated to taking care of these folks.
Well, and as these programs grow, and you're offered you're able to offer more to your friends. What other challenges remain going forward?
Well, if you allow me, there's a waiting list for services, the kinds of services that we offer. So we can't outwardly solicit our services, but we can go through some channels to get the people connected to our services. In the state of Texas, for better or for worse, that's the situation. So it's a little tough for people to find the services that they need. Hence the story of our founder, Renee Wallace.
Right.
Why she had to do what she had to do.
Yes, there's actually a 12 to a 14-year waiting list. 150,000 people in the state of Texas are looking for residential services. And so there's a state interest list, that people go on and they wait 12 to 14 years for their name to be selected.
Oh my goodness.
It's tragic.
What is life like while they wait?
Right.
It's got to be awful. That's the worst part of my job, when somebody calls and they're in a kind of crisis situation. You know, mom's been diagnosed with a cancer, or dad's hurt his back, or they're just aging themselves, and all of a sudden they're looking at their son who's in their 40s, or their daughter, and saying, they're going to outlive me. I mean, that's a big shift in their perception. They thought they'd be able to take care of their child the rest of their lives, but life changes and presents these opportunities and crises. And that's the worst part of the job, is saying, are you on the interest list? Are you going to be able to get your Medicaid waiver? It breaks your heart.
Yeah. But you guys are teaming up, obviously, to try to change this. And
Yes.
for folks that are at home watching and they want to help out, they want to either volunteer, or maybe there's an event coming up that you guys are hosting, a big fundraiser.
Yes, there's numerous ways folks can get involved. vitaliving.org is our website. Everything can be accessed there, but in particular, our fall fundraiser, our Clays for Care, is an event that we have. It's coming up October 26th from 12 noon on. Come on down. It's going to be at the American Shooting Center, and fun, fellowship, friends.
No experience necessary.
None.
Yeah.
None. We've had first-time shooters come, and they've had a blast. We've had a team of 4 sisters that came one year that were just hysterical. And then we have season 5, those guys in the kilt on the screen.
Yeah.
They're there every year. They're just really great guys, and they come out to help us out. But it's always fun. There are some really good shooters, but it's a great team building experience for corporate folks. It's a great way for vendors to take customers out and spend time with them for 3 hours. It's a nice meal, and it's great for us because it provides us the necessary funds to continue the work that we do. This is our 9th year hosting and having it. We're fortunate that Randy O'Donnell Snyder is co-chairing with Chris Malin with Architectural Floors, and also Jason Tremonti with Tremonti Design Studio. It's a great trio of guys that are doing this for us, and we're
They got
really
the passion,
grateful.
right?
They do. They do.
We had over 100 people last year.
Yeah.
Close to 120, and we anticipate more. We want to raise $75,000 this year.
Is this your one of the biggest fundraisers?
We have 3 events. This was started by one of our board members 9 years ago because he wanted to be able to get corporate folks involved. He's gone on to also now lead our marathon runners in January. So we have that event, and then we have a speaker series called Pearls of Wisdom in the spring and May generally. And that's been very successful for us.
And how important is that support, not just from individuals, but from whether it's business partners as well?
It's very important.
Critical.
Very important. I mean, we do have Medicaid funding through each individual waiver, but it's not enough to cover the expenses that we have and to cover the services that we offer our clients. So,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are probably tired of hearing that, but it's not enough, and we rely heavily on individual donors and our very generous foundations that support our work.
Vitaliving.org.
Vitaliving.org.
All right. Reach out if you are interested in helping out an amazing cause that is already more than 40 years. Here's to the next 40 years.
Thank you.
Thank you
Sophia.
so
Thank you so
much,
much.
Richard and Joe, for joining us.